If you're a heating air conditioning technician, should you get paid to sell things? This is an important question, and for some people, can be controversial. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell, coming to you live from Bodega Bay on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you, closer. So here's the thing. I got to let you know that some people just view sales as being evil. They're like, you're a greedy salesperson because you want to make commissions. Well, here's the thing. At the end of the day, if you take a look how people are paid, they're paid by profits, and profits help pay for people to do things. So in essence, by extension, all employees are paid commissions from products that are sold. And with that being said, all jobs are sales jobs. Even right now, as item number one, I'm doing everything I can to sell you in the belief that sales is normal. It's part of what we do in a capitalistic society. It's part of the gig. It's how you keep a company going. And what you need to know is there's nothing wrong with sales. It's not an evil job. It's not evil for a company to make profit. That's how they stay in business. That's how they pay you for number. What do you do? Number two, I will tell you that there does have to be ethics and morals involved, right? Selling something just for the sake of selling something is wrong. You know, I could think of times where I went to homes when I was a technician and there's not a tree within 200 yards and somebody sold one of those caps that close up and down, look like a garbage can lid, and said, hey, we'll keep stuff from getting into the system. That's absolutely wrong. That's fake. That's shenanigans, and it shouldn't be done. And you don't have to make stuff up to make a sale. That's shenanigans. It doesn't have to happen. Anything that's being sold should benefit the client. Like, hands down. Like if someone's like, hey, Scott, I think I'm going to sell something just to sell something to make a commission. That's wrong. That's wrong. There's no need to make stuff up. So if you're going to come at me and be like, hey, Scott, sales is wrong, and you never said that things are evil about it, there is bad that comes with the good. And this is why you should join HVAC Tech Secrets. I'll give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. Number three, you have a responsibility to offer people things that are going to help them. Like, think about this. You go to get your car fixed, right? And you take it, you pay your dispatch fee, you pay your fee to check the car out, and the technician goes around, looks at the car, but doesn't tell you got problems with the shocks, doesn't tell you got problems with the transmission. They're like, clean bill of health, get your car out of here, no problem. I mean, we could go on and on and on with the types of things that this happens in, but you have a responsibility to share, here's a problem. So for the work, somebody's not supposed to get paid for it, right? Don't make stuff up. You don't have to. It's a disservice to not offer things to people that they need. And you know what? Here's the thing. I learned this from Jim Camp. Jim Camp was a brilliant negotiator. He's like, sales and persuasion is all about giving the people the right to veto. I'm not saying you have to. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to agree with me. You can veto right now and be like, Scott, I'm out. I don't like what you have to say. Fantastic. You could also say, hey, Scott, I'm kind of curious about what you have to say. I don't necessarily agree. Or, Scott, I totally agree with you, right? There's a pendulum there. There's a whole bunch of content in there. You don't have to agree with me, and that's fine. Number four, make intentions known from the beginning. Hey, as I go through the system, I may see things that are going to help you. You want to know about them. If the person says no, say, hey, look, I'll put it on the invoice just for you to know. You don't have to do anything. This is where everybody screws up. Just because I make an offer doesn't mean you have to say yes, right? I could say, hey, like this video if you want. I'm making an offer. You can decide to decline. You have the right to veto. You know, I may have items that help you is something that you could use. That's a word track that you use. And people, like I've had people go, I don't want to hear about it. Just I paid for the $69 tune-up, $79 tune-up, $89 tune-up, $99. I just want the thing cleaned. There's going to be people who say it. And then there's going to be people who be like, heck yes, I want to know. Tell me about your air scrubbers. Tell me about your soft start, your hard start kits, your voltage arresters, your capacitors, your fan motors. Tell me about how, you can have a system cleaned. Like, you have the right to veto. I'm going to hammer on that a lot. Number five, you're not the police of the industry. You're not a captain save a homeowner. If you go down that path, I'm going to promise you it'll twist you. You'll look at everything as jaded and ask me how I know, because I've done this, right? I used to have a username Hacramento because I live in Sacramento, but as a technician, I would go and I would get on this board and we would talk about all the things that were wrong in the industry, and it consumed me. And guess what? My numbers plummeted. I didn't do well. I was angry all the time and I was upset. You're not a captain save a homeowner. You're not. Leave that for the rest of the industry. Focus on you. You do your thing. And me, I won't talk bad. There's people that I know in this industry that I don't care for. I'll never say their name. You'll never hear me talk about them because I don't need to. I let their actions speak for themselves. Like, there's people in your town, your jurisdiction, your city, your state that absolutely suck, and you should let them suck. It's not your job to point it out, right? And at the end of the day, it makes you look bad. And bonus number 6, I gave you 5, but bonus number 6 is if you don't, someone will, right? I want you to really think about that. There was plenty of times where I went behind technicians from other companies and other industries, and even the company that I work for, and they didn't do their job. They didn't take a look at the entire system. They didn't take a look at what was going to really benefit the homeowner. And so I made the opportunity. And a lot of times those homeowners were upset that I was able to say, hey, look, here's 12 things that other people have missed. Here's 6 things that other people have missed. Here's 1 thing that other people have missed. It's not uncommon. You can't outwork me. You can only underbid me. That's the rule I live by. There you go. You got 1 of 2 things to do from here. Just 1 of 2. Find the subscribe button. Click on it every time I send out a video. You'll get an update that says HVAC Technician Sales Secrets, send another fantastic video, or hit follow.